fabulous moment for Brentford's third division players. Recruited from non-league on free transfers or modest signings, now to dirty their boots in an Anfield quarter-final. Supporters and bees bursting with pride. Well, these are the players who shoulder Brentford's high ambition today, and so much depending on the effectiveness of the striking partnership of Gary Blissett and Richard Cadet. But here's the strength of the opposition. 10 of Liverpool's 11 played in last season's cup final, and although Aldridge is remembered for the penalty miss, he's currently in tremendous form, having scored in each of the last 8 games, including a hat-trick in midweek. Referee Terry Holbrook starts this quarter-final with Liverpool in their red, attacking the goal to the left, looking for a place in their 17th FA Cup semi-final. Brentford have never been there before. This is Cochran. And that's an ambitious ball for Godfrey. And that looked like a corner. That didn't quite cross the line, came off Godfrey, and a throw to Liverpool. And Brentford, attacking the Kop end in this first half, will find themselves playing into a wall of noise. Full house at Anfield, not a ticket to be had, and many of these Liverpool fans, I'm sure, here in anticipation of seeing their side score perhaps as many goals as they did in midweek against Luton when they won 5-0. This is McMahon. He's got forward very early, back to Beardsley. Houghton gets around Stanislaus, good save by Parks. Tony Parks, the sort of save that a keeper wants to make in the first minute to give himself confidence. Lovely little ball to pick out Houghton, who got around the left-back Roger Stanislaus, and Parks couldn't have been off his line quicker. Aldridge, Barnes. Oh, a great ball to pick out McMahon's run. Parks has come out of his area. Oh, only as far as Nicol, the goal's empty. Aldridge. What a great ball from John Barnes to pick out yet another run from McMahon. Brentford aren't picking up McMahon when he breaks on the halfway line. And Tony Parks, well, the Brentford goalkeeper, he's got to be so alert. Staunton. Houghton, didn't quite come off. And Feely for Brentford. Not forward speculatively, this is Blissett. Sinton's available. Faced by Nicol. No offside! Cadet! Oh, he's missed! Sinton's lovely little ball. And Richard Cadet, top scorer with 17 goals this season. And how close did he come to putting this quarter-final? Well, it would have been dreamland for Brentford, wouldn't it? Sinton got there just ahead of McMahon. Liverpool looked for offside, it didn't come. Grobbelaar off his line, an inch is wide of the post. And that silenced the Kop. Well, we've had less than 10 minutes, and we've had as much entertainment in these opening encounters as you get in some games. Whelan forward, he's got Barnes available. Barnes, headed out by Evans, under pressure from Aldridge. Well, if Liverpool maintain this level of pressure, you suspect there's no way that Brentford's goal could remain intact. Houghton to knock in the corner. Whelan, first time, good save, Beardsley! Pull back to Aldridge! Well, you can hardly keep pace with it. It looked as though it had to go in then. Another important stop from Parks. And in fact, well, Liverpool and Brentford had both taken up positions for a corner, but the linesman on that near side has indicated, I think, it's a goal kick. Well, how did Brentford's goal survive this time? Whelan's first time shot, a good save by Parks. Out to Beardsley, who didn't quite pull it back right for Aldridge, who had 2 goes at it, and finally Brentford scrambled it away, and it certainly was a corner. Stanislaus, he's got quite good feet, this boy, when he gets forward. Stanislaus left foot. Oh, and Grobbelaar lost it. That's a corner. Gary Blissett poaching on Grobbelaar's mistake. And for the second time, Brentford are close to opening their account. Just 10 minutes gone. Cochrane's got quite a shot on him. Appeal for a corner, and the referees have given a goal kick. And this is Stanislaus, who just toes it forward to Cadet. There's a lovely little back heel from the Brentford number 9. First time shot by Stanislaus. And Grobbelaar, well, the attention wasn't 100%, was it? Now Barnes for Liverpool. Aldridge. Evans. And as far as Staunton. And Beardsley pops up on the left, pursued by the big man Evans. And you'd fancy Beardsley on the deck against the big man, wouldn't you? Came off the defender. Whelan! Off the bar! Well, in a match where we might already have had 4 goals, Ronnie Whelan has now rattled the crossbar. Beardsley, beautiful play to make the space for the cross. It came off a defender. Whelan met it on the volley and almost broke the woodwork. Beardsley. Oh, lovely footwork by Beardsley. And inside Stanislaus to pick out Houghton. Maybe now. A little chip for McMahon. McMahon's 6th goal of the season illuminates what has already been a really entertaining quarter-final. Beardsley's football was fantastic. The ball inside the left-back Stanislaus was absolutely perfect to pick out Houghton. Parks off his line quickly, the little chip up, and McMahon diving in. 16 minutes gone, Liverpool ahead 1-0. Godfrey. Feely in support, Cochrane is inside him. To Cadet. Nice turn by Cadet. Didn't quite get free of Ablett, but that's a corner. Cochrane just looking up. I'm sure he's looking to see where Terry Evans is. He's standing to the very left of the penalty area, about to make a late run. Millen. Evans. Oh, it fell to the wrong man, didn't it? Jones. Now Feely. And Stanislaus, the final defender. Well, they did quite well when he came forward early in the match, Stanislaus. Here he is again. Wants some help. That's only as far as Jones. Those 2 groans of disapproval from the Anfield crowd. Now Ray Houghton for Liverpool. Certainly Brentford have done enough in this first half to suggest that they are capable of scoring. Cochrane. Now McMahon with plenty of space. More room, I'm sure, than he's used to finding in a First Division match. Staunton. Beardsley and Staunton again. And McMahon has made another break. Well, they've got to pick up McMahon. He's full of running, McMahon. He's prepared to run the whole 90 minutes. And Kenny Dalglish, as always, watching the game on his feet. Sinton. Cadet. Oh, he tried to lay it back for Sinton, who hadn't quite read it. Beardsley to Aldridge, who's been quiet as the whistle goes for half-time. And I wonder how satisfied the full house at Liverpool are with a scoreline of Liverpool 1, 3rd Division Brentford 0. And no doubt that Tony Parks saved Brentford in those opening 4 or 5 minutes when Liverpool set off at 100 miles an hour. But Gary Blissett showing, as the first half reached its conclusion, that Brentford can get forward and do look capable of scoring themselves. I've got a feeling this cup tie is far from over. Big smile on the face of Richard Cadet as Brentford start this second half, and they'll be well aware, I'm sure, that at 1-0 it's not yet a formality. The door to the possibility of a semi-final is still open for the team from the third division, but Liverpool now will be attacking the Kop end. Nicol. Aldridge, who was a bit subdued in the first 45 minutes, John Aldridge. Millen, and that came off Gillespie. Brentford's throw. Both managers on their feet. But Brentford have enjoyed one of their most glorious moments here, celebrating their centenary year, having been formed in 1889. Oh, poor ball. There's no knowing what the effect of a second Liverpool goal would be, but certainly there's not the air of confidence and arrogance about Liverpool at the moment, as Brentford get another corner off the head of Gillespie. Well, the Brentford travelling supporters, 7,000 of them, are behind that goal. Sinton with the corner. He can put it back in again. They're all still there. Millen, oh, Evans got there just ahead of him. And that's another corner. Well, I think it was a pity that Evans got up to that, because Millen behind him had much more time to look at the ball. Evans couldn't quite get high enough, and if he'd left it, if Millen had shouted, well, it would have been a better chance. Cockram. Again they're together. Evans. Oh, Godfrey! Well, it was the height of Terry Evans in that penalty area, which almost brought the goal for Brentford. Heading it back for Kevin Godfrey, who had to turn and shoot quickly and put it over the bar. Houghton. Drilled in hard, off the head of Millen. Godfrey gets there before Barnes. And I think Godfrey felt that he was obstructed. Liverpool with a throw. Oh, lovely little flick on from Peter Beardsley. Ray Houghton! The chance fell finally to Houghton, who might feel that he could have hit the target from there. But what a marvellous little backheader it was from Peter Beardsley. He's so aware of where his colleagues are. He was trying to pick out McMahon. It fell for Houghton, and he missed the target by a couple of feet. Sinton. Blissett. And he tried to lay it back to Cockram. Didn't quite get the contact that he wanted. John Barnes to run at Feely, who gets over the fullback. Now at Evans. On his left foot. Brentford's brave challenge, and a goal to illuminate any match. Fabulous by John Barnes. He ran from just inside the Brentford half. First it's Feely. Cockram can't get back to make a tackle. Then it's Terry Evans onto the left foot and inside Tony Parks. 65 minutes gone. A fabulous goal from Barnes, and now Liverpool ahead by 2-0. Back from Barnes. It's a little bit too wide of him for a good cross, but he earns the corner. Beardsley. Oh, beautiful ball to pick out Barnes again. Looking for Aldridge. And off the post by Gillespie. Nicol. Beardsley. Now Jones. And Brentford with a little bit of a respite. Oh, brought down by Ablett. Well, Ablett protests, but no doubt that Brentford have got a free kick. And you can see the rain sheeting down as it has all day. But the pitch at Anfield has stood up wonderfully to it. Feely. A Little flick on by Jones. Sinton under pressure from McMahon and Houghton, and there's 4 Liverpool players on this break. If they don't get offside, it's Beardsley. Aldridge is in the middle. Oh, Beardsley, brilliant! Unbelievable! 3-0. Well, it's mixed emotions because that's the sort of goal you want to see. Brilliant football by Liverpool. They just outnumbered the Brentford defenders, who quite naturally have gone forward trying to get back into the match. Here's Beardsley. He had Aldridge available, chose himself to go round the 2 defenders and plant it wide of Parks. Seeley. Ablett. And Barnes, look at the space he's got now. It's down that left flank. Liverpool have punished Brentford. Ablett makes the spare man. Beardsley. Oh! Beardsley's second. Barnes starting the attack again down that left-hand side. A lovely ball inside. Look at Beardsley's football there. This time planting it the other side of Tony Parks. And Steve Perryman is now witnessing what he perhaps feared. Whelan. Oh, great ball over to pick out McMahon. Oh, well, if the scoreline hadn't been 4-0, I think you would have seen McMahon put his leg out for that. And the whistle goes, but ends a thoroughly entertaining quarter-final. Liverpool the victors by 4-0. Handshakes between Dalglish and Steve Perryman, 2 great players in their own right, in their own day. But it's been their day, don't make any mistake about it. Liverpool's class telling in the end, but it was only in the last half an hour that it did, because Brentford from the 3rd division have done themselves and the FA Cup proud. Thoroughly enjoyable, played in a tremendous spirit, and capped by some real quality finishing from the England stars, Barnes and Beardsley. Liverpool 4, Brentford 0. What do you think was the difference in the end between the 2 sides?
Class, I suppose. Good players, play together. Our players are good players at their own level, and certainly did play together today. I think we've got to take heart from the cup run that we've beaten 3 second division clubs. We've come to Anfield and put on a reasonable performance, so we've got something to build on, and hopefully we can come back to places like this again and maybe do even better.